I remember meeting these group of girls and they're like, wow, we see you all the time when we go to Forever 21. We always see you and, we just want to like, get to know you. You're pretty cool and you sound different. So, blah, blah, blah. One day they were like, girl, you should do talent night. You should do talent night. And I was just nervous. And I signed up for Pauletta Lay's Monday night talent night. And they were like, what's your name? And I was like, Toni. And they're like, but that's what you go by. I was like, yeah. So I left it like that, and I just said, well, we're gonna call you Miss Toni.
So I did my first contest in 1990. Didn't really know a whole lot, but they kind of led me, and it was a big learning experience for me. I learned I didn't know shit about doing drag. So I probably got dead last on that real contest.
My first ever performance was actually a contest. I performed to, my talent was an army themed. It was When Doves Cry. It was nerve-wracking. My mom showed up, my grandmother showed up, my sister and my aunt all showed up. So it was even more nerve-wracking than anything.
Time flew by. I started doing these talent nights more and more. 2 years passed by, and the big days here. There was a pageant here in San Antonio called San Antonio State Newcomer of the Year. And it's been going on for over 30 years. Almost 30 years. And if you want to become something in this city or even enjoy successful drag for a couple of years, you have to win that pageant. The day came around after all the rehearsals. Today's a big day. And I dropped off my props at the club and I got on the bus and I went to the church I used to pray outside of when I was a kid. And I talked to God for hours and hours and hours. And I remember the pageant started and they're starting to knock down the girls. We had to do a talent and they knocked us down from 12 girls to 5 girls. And those 5 girls were Naomi Evans, myself, Kylie Crawford, Jade Deshay, and Phoenix O'Hara, but who now goes by Fifi O'Hara. And it's between me and Naomi. And me and Naomi are holding hands. And I remember my prayer to God, and I held Naomi's hand and I got on my knee and I did the sign of the cross, and it's on DVD. And I remember telling God, did you hear me? And when they called out my name, my life was changed forever.
This year, I went to Mr. USA. I went to Mr. San Antonio first, regular, got first one up there. Then I went to Mr. Texas, got first one up there. And then just about a couple of weeks ago, I went and did Mr. USA. And I actually got the privilege of winning Best Talent overall and also being first round for the regular boys. And that's how it all started.
The following year, I did Miss San Antonio, which was 1991. And I went out there on that stage by myself with a mic stand and a mic, and I did When a Man Loves a Woman and had my first standing ovation. And back in the day, we didn't have cell phones. So back in the day when they used to light the lighters like at a concert, well, everybody had their lighters up like they were really at a live show. It was incredible. That was my most incredible experience ever. My first one, because I had several, but that was my very first one. So that's how it kind of started. And then from that point on, but I didn't win. I won talent. I did win talent that night, but I did not win the contest. But the following year I did.